Alright, and welcome back to another video. I'm 709. This is the Division Beta. We are now going to be looking at the Camp Hudson encounters on the map. Here we are at Camp Hudson right here. Again, we can see all the different agents here in the player hub. We're going to be going to our first encounter, assaulting the stronghold, which is right over here. And we'll move on from there. Yeah, this is the last video where we finished the main story. There was a lot in the beta. Basically, all I've done is equip the drops that we got, grabbed one of the spray paints from another character that was already sitting in my inventory for stash, and we're going to move on out here. As you see, you get the nice blue M4. It's the spray paint right there, and how it looks on the guns. So far, known colors that spray paint that me and my friends have gotten. I've gotten teal, I've gotten dark blue, which is the one that's equipped right now. One of our friends, the first one to get any spray paint, got a bright pink spray paint, and we also have a guy with a dark, like a burgundy-ish red. So most of the smaller encounters here, again, are relatively simple things. You're going to just be running. Assaulting a stronghold basically is killing a leader of a group. So that, again, is our first mission here. And we're going to just come around the corner and we'll end up dealing with these guys. Looking at your meters also is going to give you a good idea of how safe it is to kind of just run up, unless you want to, especially if you want to try and play somewhat stealthy.
Warning. Marked hostile headquarters detected.
And there's the leader right there. Again, he's a strong enemy. Already tore through his armor.
Hostile HQ neutralized. Dispatch informed.
Encounter complete. Again, getting security ring credits can't upgrade the security ring in the beta. So, making little progress for that. And inside here, there is, again, stashes. Most of these will open up a little area to loot, come back for, whether it be parts or stuff like that. Stuff, basically stuff with the crafting system, but at this point we do not have the crafting system unlocked in the beta. Again, every little piece you put on changes your, whether it be DPS, your accuracy. Depending on the gun, sometimes you're going to want to sacrifice a little bit DPS if the recoil is a lot, just due to the fact that if you need to put down cover fire, you still want to be able to somewhat hit targets at times, at least from what I've found. Alright, we'll grab our next encounter here. Again, we'll leave the side missions for the end. We'll go around, hit all the encounters, and go... Actually, hold on. What are our side missions? A blink repair, Private O'Brien, and Michelle. Okay, we'll do all these in one video here. None of them are really too detailed. The next hub that we do, there's one side mission chain that we'll make a separate video out of, just due to its length and it being 3 parts. There's a lot of exploring that we're not going to put videos into. There's different rooms and stuff like that.
Hey, you ain't man. Someone's gonna have a bad day. Nobody gets away from
I'm always having to live commentate all this due to the fact that my PC mic is broken at this point, so I couldn't go back and just talk over and provide a better quality. So for that, I apologize. Doing the best I can here for you guys, just to give some people that I knew were having issues getting into the beta with codes and people using the Amazon code system to kind of flood the beta. It almost turned into almost like an open beta. The fact that people that weren't even pre-ordering the game get in, that's a whole separate issue. It happens in a lot of games. This game just apparently, you know, with all the codes and stuff, it was a little harder for people to get in. But they did a really good job, I feel, with the beta overall, in terms of what was going on.
It's just
Oh.
do what you need to do. Stop fucking around. Die, bitch. Oh, there he is. Cover me. Reloading. Shit.
Again, we'll get more med kits in pharmacies. There's a nice scope. Maybe able to put that on and increase some DPS here. So go ahead and look at that real quick. And that is going to increase our DPS. So we'll go down and equip our red dot here, or reflex, sorry. Here on this one, increase our range on the burst fire. There was a number of intel, like I was talking about before. Not something we really are going to hunt down in here. Just a little change where the intel is located at. And because we can't complete it all, so when the full game comes out, if it's something that people want, I will definitely do everything locating all of the intel so that people that are having trouble finding it when they're exploring can just easily get ahead and make it. We're not sure exactly what intel unlocks, so we'll have to find out when it comes. I think it was custom skins was stated. Again, we're not in the full game, so that's subject to change. And we get another mod, so we'll go ahead and put that on. See where these guys are. There's two in the street. Well, three in the street.
This is good stuff.
The last one is a sniper. I was located by that the crosshair right there. These guys will light you up. If you let them shoot. There's the sniper down. Fun up. These last couple. Again, the guys that just charged. Again, as you saw in the little icon right there, if there's a green mark on it, the upwards thing, they will up arrows. They are upgrades. Sorry, again, trouble speaking right now. Upgrades for your character. Go back out here into the street, and we'll continue on with going to our next location, which apparently we're going the wrong way. And like this, you saw the little blue icon right here pop up. That is a piece of intel. We'll go grab it right now. I believe it is up here in this. Again, just use lockpick in here. Go ahead and grab the survival guide. Going through grabbing all of the consumables. Just give us a chance for more skins. I'll also most likely do a skin video from what I found personally in the beta. Not saying I found all of them. Probably just found a small percentage of them. I'm not sure how many they put in the beta to put up all of them in the beta, or what we were looking at in terms of. Oh shit. So yeah, that's why you don't get into non-cover fights, right there. That's actually, I think, one of the first times I've died here, and out in the world, so great that was put on a video. I've died plenty in the Dark Zone, but to these guys, that's a first.
Give me that!
Screw you!
My kid needs food!
So, after that amazing fail by myself, which, of course is bound to happen to me eventually, get caught off guard, but yeah, we'll continue back on here. Not gonna edit it out. What you see is what you get, from me, so. Gotta deserve to put a failure on YouTube at least once, right?
What are you up to?
Alright, so here we are again, running here at the progress research portion of the encounters for Camp Hudson.
What are you gonna tell me what to do again?
He's in the clear. We own this place. Son of a bitch!
And there we go. Still, again, something that, again, the cover system, to kind of encounter them at the wrong area. Sometimes you're going to want to go ahead and make sure you're fighting enemies in the right locations. It's around here. Again, here's one of the cell phones. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do the
Warning.
virus scan
Contaminated
mission right now.
supplies detected. Warning. Now entering a contaminated area.
What we're going to do is we're going to go
Alert.
ahead and knock out
Contamination
all
scan
the
initiated.
scanners first, and then we'll come back here and loot through the actual location. I believe they're all outside here. If not, this one will be back. There's one of these that was in it, I believe.
Now leaving the contaminated area. Alert. Contamination scan initiated.
Yeah, they might be down here. Might have been in one of these rooms, so we're gonna have to kind of re-go through here and make sure that I did not miss it. Yep, here's the third one right here.
Alert. Contamination scan initiated.
Upload the virus data to cloud, running up to the roof, and then again we'll come back here, loot our way through, but get the objectives done. There'll be a couple enemies up here, right near the edge. Yep. Go and get them to cover.
Nobody gets.
All three enemies dead. Grabbing all the drops. And we'll go ahead and send data.
Contamination scan completed. Data uploaded to JTF servers.
Now we can head back through, we'll loot our way down, and we'll head to our next encounter. I'll probably break this video up from the side missions. We'll do the side missions as a separate video. Just due to length alone. The death kind of slowed us down a little bit. So there's that. Resupply crate up top here.
Warning. You are now entering a contaminated area.
Plenty of different little appearance items. Can't complain about those at all. Another restock. Fully up restocked, so no reason to use that. This one is empty. Go back down to the flight of stairs. Again, more appearance items. I don't believe I got this many when I first started, so definitely not complaining here. No lockpicks for this last room. Used it earlier, so there's that. There's a locked door there, but unless I find a lockpick in this last room, there's not much I can do about it. Something to note, these contaminated areas, if you don't have the right filter, you only have a certain amount of time before you will just drop dead.
Exiting the contaminated area.
So we will go ahead, we will look for our next encounter, which is right there. So we'll go ahead, grab this encounter, and then we'll do our, there's two more encounters. We'll do this one, that one, and then we'll stop and do a tutorial and side missions for Camp Hudson. So with that marked up, let's go and see what we have for upgrades. Nothing that is increasing our DPS. I can't use this till 6. No upgrade there. No upgrade there. Alright, we'll continue on.
I thought you were helping us.
I know there's something in here.
Finish him off fast!
And glass, as you saw, definitely not great cover. They can shoot through it and damage you. Just like you can shoot through it and damage them, but that'll be something to pay attention to.
Nice to see you.
Remember, you gotta rest sometime.
Active echo beacon detected.
Alright, here's the Echo Beacon. Not exactly sure 100% what these are part of. They might do their own little thing. But they basically tell the story here.
Make it last, okay?
As you can see, you get different things, current status, active duty, injured, their occupations, and details of each person.
This belongs to us now. Drop the goods and get the hell out of my sight. Pack this up. We're taking the garden next.
This again is going to be someone that we're going to rescue in a side mission. I believe it is a side mission.
Oh shit, oh no.
Basically, you can get full detail of what happened. in the echoes. Then when you leave the echo, boom, right back into the world. I've not seen any echoes in the Dark Zone. Not sure if there will be. One could be dangerous alone, just the fact that if you're stuck in an echo, you might not see someone coming. But it would be definitely interesting to get a kind of backstory of what's happened in there so far. Kind of like we're getting backstory out here.
Intentas causarme un infarto.
Alright, and here we are with the second virus research one. This
Warning.
one is much shorter
Contaminated
than the
supplies
first.
detected. Alert. Contamination scan initiated.
Again, there's a restock supply right here before you go up. Depending on your, how much ammo you have, stuff like that, definitely I would recommend hitting that one before.
Alert.
You go up here.
Contamination scan
Our enemies up top.
initiated.
And there's just right here, the flamethrowers. It is a classic sign right now of the cleaners.
Got a live one. Got one here.
And if you can hit their flamethrower packs, that happens. And there we go. Took you down all three of them. Go ahead and grab the upgrade. Put that on after. A nice big stash here. Then we'll run down here and upload the information.
Contamination scan completed. Data uploaded to JTF servers.
All right, now we'll look at the final encounter mission on the map. And we'll knock it out. Water supply, probably one of the more fun encounters built here, at least for what we've seen. It's going to be where we see more cleaners. Nice little fun mission here that we'll knock out. We'll go back to Camp Hudson. Outside of the video, we'll for the side so that you can. Now, I'm not sure if the encounter in terms of when the real game comes out, because there are things that are going on in the world. If we're going to have replay, that is going to be maybe daily or who knows. And the side missions are definitely something I would think are going to be one and dones. They have generalized little story modes. Again, here's with the cell phone. And we'll hit level 6. So I would look for encounters to be something more that finds maybe gather resources to upgrade everything in terms of for your base of operation. Really need that kit.
Just
He
saved
will
my
drop
ass.
us cargo pants.
believe it's gotten so out of control.
This place is fucked.
Now in here, get an electronics store. Unsure if this is a crafting resource. I believe it is. Multiple containers. They seem to refresh every so often. However, again, not a lot of use in the beta. Like stuff we're pulling out of Dark Zone, we also get Division Tech, but we weren't able to really pull. I was able to pull it out, but nothing along the lines of stuff we could really use in the beta. Very interested to see that maybe that's a high tier crafting resource that we'll get, that we're going to need later. But for right now, if you get into the Dark Zone, or if you're in the Dark Zone, you pulled it out, there was no use for it. Alright, we'll stop real quick and check for upgrades. I'm pretty sure we have. Again, different, green, white is your lowest level of item, then green, then blue, and then purple and gold. Again, no upgrades, so that's fine. We have mods, fire, open range, and build stability. Nothing we need right now. I feel like we're going to have more areas like this in the generalized game. Lots of people trying to get out of the city, leaving some items behind, whether they've been an unfortunate end or they just had to get out as quick as possible. But definitely a nice little area to find some items with, potentially some skins, and as you're exploring the city.
Some nasty-looking characters just came through here.
We'll go ahead and deal with these couple thugs around here. Now, something that I've noticed, whether now it's officially supposed to happen or just maybe just coincidence, when you tend to clear out the streets of like the thugs and the guys just running rampant, I tend to have seen more civilians in need, which is probably why I have a high amount of skins. Again, could just be something completely random, but something I've done, trying to show you that get a skin on capture here, because I don't think I've gotten any. I think I've gotten them all when I was not streaming, whatever was done. I just didn't have the capture running apparently. There's our first trend. There's a bunch of missing agents in the actual menus. This is the only one that we found in the beta, is this guy, and you'll get a piece-by-piece type of history here as we analyze the data.
Intercepting radio transmission. Stand by.
Guys, we're gonna have to cut the city's water pressure. Yeah, they're putting out our fires faster than we can start them. We can't let them get in the way of the job.
And here is exactly what I was saying about with the cleaners.
Let's go!
Okay, our next guys are going to be coming directly in front of us.
Water pressure at critical levels. Warning. Hostile forces approaching. Warning. Hostile forces approaching. Warning. Water pressure at critical levels.
Next group of guys coming from where we were just at.
Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
And our last group will be over here.
Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
Who's that?
Warning. Water pressure at critical levels.
That should be the end of it. Yep.
Warning. Hostile forces approaching. Attention. Pump online. Water pressure stabilizing. Confirmed. Water pressure restored to normal. No hostile activity detected.
And there we go. So now that is all of our encounters for Camp Hudson. So again, thank you guys very much for tuning in, and we'll see you here on the next video.